Sutenkaku, the monolith, towers above the bustling streets of Shinsekai, dwarfing the people of Osaka as they move busily about their day. It's a city in some alternate reality, familiar and yet distinct. Japanese history, culture, and sensibilities shining through in ways big and small, from drain covers to architecture to street signs to green spaces. Is this what makes Japanese cities so alluring? Post-war boom applied to a different sentiment, a different set of beliefs? It's an alternate view of reality that manifests into giant crabs, the Running Man, maid cafes and host bars, mossy temples, the rapid train, and Sutenkaku. It's an 80s themed cyberpunk retro-futurist aesthetic. It's familiar, yet distinct. And it's consistently ranking in the top 10 most livable cities. Osaka intrigues in all of the ways. Surely then, it's worth your time and money. I'm here to find out. Osaka is a wonderfully pedestrian city. Main streets are wide and easily accommodates cars, bike lanes and pedestrians. With the incredible subway system ferrying passengers into the heart of the city, the population swells with commuters and shoppers going about their day. It's busy but manageable, though it would be nice to find a place to sit every once in a while. There's walking streets, which are more like undercover market streets that span kilometres north to south and make for convenient pedestrian corridors. Shinsaibashi Shopping Street spans 2 kilometres from Namba Station north to Honmachi, and Tenjibashi Shopping Street is longer still. When combined with the subterranean shopping streets Namba Walk and Krista Nagahori, you can largely avoid the weather while moving around town. Lots of riverbank walking spots too, such as Nakanoshima Banks, which is a nice tranquil escape from the bustling centre, and follows the south side of Dejima River, connecting metro stations for your convenience. There's also Tenma Banks, which shines brightest in cherry blossom season. And not to forget the Tombori River Walk, which takes in the sights and sounds of Dotonbori. For me, exploring by foot the city proper is wonderfully exciting. To be a part of the hustle and bustle with a backdrop of cultural delights and neon lights all screaming for your attention. And little cultural clues everywhere, awaiting your consideration. And WTF moments too, where the cultural divide seems far and wide. Bring comfortable shoes and expect 15-kilometre days. Walking, 5 stars. The subway system in Osaka is modern and complete. Trains look and feel like they're from the 80s, but are extremely well maintained and spotlessly clean. Many lines and many stations get you anywhere in the city with serious efficiency. People don't need cars here and commute from afar to work in the city. For tourists, the subways get you anywhere you could possibly want to go, and then JR lines connect Osaka with further afield places such as Kyoto, Kobe, and Nara. Stations are interconnected below ground, and in some instances there are station clusters with underground channels connecting them. The first time I came to Osaka, this blew me away. The infrastructure is truly epic. Head north to Shin-Osaka Station and you'll find the Shinkansen network of bullet trains. Think of these more like planes than trains. You can cover big distances in short times, but they'll cost you too. Namba Station is a huge transit hub with numerous lines getting people to and from Kansai Airport. Get a Suica card and tap and go. Tokyo Passmo cards work just the same, but be mindful, you'll need tickets for Shinkansen and some trains to Kansai Airport. Short rides will come in at around the 200 yen mark. And note, the network shuts down at around midnight. However, if you stay central, it's not really a problem. Osaka Public Transport, 5 stars. Namba is the entertainment district of Osaka. It's a huge area with restaurants, bars, cafes, and just about anything else you can think of. It's a great place to eat and drink the night away at izakayas, standing bars, small bars and restaurants. Just north of here is Dotonbori, which is a fun area with street food thrown in the mix. It has a fun youth culture energy with a positive vibe. Just northeast of Dotonbori is Somonchi, with a bunch of host and hostess bars, entertaining for a late night walkthrough and another opportunity to scratch your head regarding J-culture. Amerikamura is another option for chilled nightlife with bars open till late, or you can just hang out in the evenings at Sankaku Park with the cool kids. If you like to drink on a budget, consider local drinks like sochu sour or highball, which are very reasonably priced at restaurants and bars. That might be the social lubricant you need to make friends, like these two. I thought they were going to take me to a nightclub, but we ended up at something called a matching bar. Imagine speed dating in groups till 5 a.m.
Are you shy?
Very shy.
Are you?
I'm not.
What else? Well, there's animal cafes, maid cafes, pachinko, and karaoke. For sport, there's sumo at Edion Arena, national baseball, J-League football. Here's Gamba Osaka's vocal crowd. There's also one of the biggest aquariums in the world in Kaiyukan, with wow sharks as the main attraction. Universal Studios, Super Nintendo World, and Round 1, which is a sports entertainment gaming and kiddie gambling centre. Then there's museums, galleries, Summer Sonic Music Festival. That'll do for now. Osaka Entertainment, 5 stars. People commute here on bicycle, with cycling paths just about everywhere. You can traverse the map on 2 wheels in relative safety. You could cycle to Utsuba Tennis Center for a hit, or Hanshin Golf Center for a hit, or to J Green Park to kick a soccer ball. I wonder if there's gyms, yoga, and Pilates. What about futsal, basketball, and tennis? For a budget gym option, there's Naniwa Sports Center, which is a community center with a gym, pool, and even an ice skating rink. You could even try your hand at judo, karate, or kendo. Sport aside, you've got options for public baths, onsen, and sento. Recreation, 4 stars. Are there any decent day trips from Osaka? Yeah, there are. Tons. Just pick a direction. South is the stunning Wakayama Prefecture with Koyasan and Hongu Tanabe. East is Nara with Todaiji and lots of deer. North is Kyoto. Its rich wealth of culture can be explored in less than an hour from Osaka. To the west, it's city trips of Kobe and Himeji and the island of Awaji. That's just the obvious ones. Osaka is in the heart of Kansai. Surely this is the best city in the world for day trips. I'd give it 6 stars, but then I'd have to change the graphics. Osaka day trips, 5 stars. Spoiler alert, food is going to be a 5 too. Osaka is considered the food bowl of the nation, and that nation just so happens to be Japan. It has 96 Michelin-starred restaurants, and who am I to argue with a tire company about food? Restaurants here often specialise. They do one thing and they do it well, whether it be sushi, yakitori, ramen, udon, soba, tempura, yakiniku, or okonomiyaki. For more of a range, the izakaya is a great place to sample a cross-section of Japanese gastronomy, accompanied by an extensive drinking list, and there's no better place for it than Namba. Dotonbori is also awash with food options, lots of takoyaki and kushikatsu joints. There's great restaurant abundance and quality in train stations and shopping streets too. Then there's department store basements, convenience stores, and low-cost chain restaurants such as Yoshinoya and Matsuya. Food culture is prized and valued here. Eat till you're broke, people. Food, 5 stars. So Osaka's a great city, but what about the price tag? You could spend thousands of dollars on accommodation and food, but also you might be surprised how cheap it can be. Book accommodation in advance, and you can get a business hotel for less than 3,000 yen. Hostels cheaper still, and consider, that budget wouldn't even get you a capsule in Singapore. A cheap meal can be found for less than 600 yen, and for a bit more your options really open up. This space set me back 820 yen. Then there's always convenience store food or takeaway bento stalls for even less. For drinking, as discussed, soju sour or highball goes for about 350 yen, and a local beer from a convenience store more like 200 yen. Drinking here can be cheaper than Bangkok, would you believe? Finally, train rides cost as little as 180 yen. Of course, this is all entry level. Choose your own price point. If there's money left, consider the best sushi you're likely to get anywhere, or a Michelin-starred restaurant, or Super Nintendo World, if you prefer. If money's tight, there's plenty to do for free. Walking streets, markets, parks, and points of interest are plenty. Just like Seoul, for this calibre of city, you get plenty of bang for your buck. Value, 5 stars. Sutenkaku, the steel giant, watches over the people of Osaka as they move busily about the bustling streets of Shinsekai. They don't need me to tell them how good their city is. They are well aware. Osaka is a perfect city from which to explore Kansai. Kobe is great too, albeit slightly less central. Kyoto has plenty to see and do, but can't compare to Osaka as a city. As for where to stay, for me, the closer to Namba the better. But anywhere central is fine. Shinsaibashi, Honmachi, this whole area is fine. Highly walkable and never far from a metro. The best of Osaka is found in the restaurants and izakayas of Namba. The culinary scene is truly wonderful. There's so much more to this city than food alone. Matching bars aside, you can fill your days in many different ways. There's something for everyone. I love picking a random metro station and exploring on foot, uncovering hidden gems hiding in a sea of hidden gems. And everything's so convenient. Huge infrastructure projects, such as underground channels, facilitate a more convenient urban environment. As for the people, well, Osakans have a reputation in Japan for being less restrained and more direct. But I'm Australian. I like that. They're less reserved and more outgoing here than in many Japanese cities, so making friends is easy. And it's this human connection, in addition to everything else, that makes Osaka one of the best cities in the world. Peace and love, Osaka. I'll see you again soon.